Greetings ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel and to an interesting topic discussion I've got for you folks today. We're going to be talking about the level cap boost for MMORPGs and if they are necessary. For newcomers to the genre, what is a level cap boost? In most cases, it is a purchasable item that players can consume to automatically raise the level of a selected character to that game's level cap or max level. Plenty of games have them these days, including the big boys like World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Star Wars The Old Republic, and even recently, Final Fantasy XIV. Even old-timers like EverQuest 2 has them. And yes, there are others that don't, such as The Elder Scrolls Online, Villi Geow, and a bunch more. So I've read, watched, and listened to both sides of the argument about MMOs having max level boosts. Majority of players don't have a problem with it, while others are kind of strongly against it. Let's explore this further, and we'll share our thoughts at the end. Firstly, the arguments against having max level boosts or the cons. Now, I'm sure you've heard this before that MMORPGs take years to make, with developers pouring their heart out into the leveling content, which is criminal to skip entirely. Some players in certain games argue that the leveling is perhaps by far the best part of the game's experience and should not be skipped with a boost. Another prominent argument against having level cap boosts is that it invites new players instantly to the endgame content without having spent the time needed to learn their classes, the combat system, and important mechanics of that particular game, all of which will be tested in the endgame content. Let's look at the other side of the argument now, and why players appreciate having the option to boost a character to max level. Firstly is that it's a catch-up mechanic for both the new player and the veteran player, assuming the game has been around for a very long time. New players with active friends at endgame has a way to get caught up and play with them, understanding that there will be some homework required in terms of learning how to play. For veterans, having the option to max level boost a character is seen as a great convenience, because they probably have multiple characters that have done the leveling process, and being able to boost a new alt to cap only speeds that process to avoid any repetition and mitigate time constraint issues. In addition to that, and another pro, is that a large majority of these games will give you a level cap boost for free anyway, when you pre-purchase or buy an upcoming expansion, or in some cases you just get it for free because of a time event, like Wildstar's free 50 Frenzy boost. You can't tell me that you're not going to use a max level boost you got for free. Am I right? Right. Now that we've got both arguments on the table, here's my thoughts on the matter, and I'd love to hear yours too, so share them in the comments section below. First and foremost, max level cap boosts are optional, and I do like having options in the MMOs that I play. I will never use a level cap boost in a game that I've never played before. My first character will have to do the leveling process at least once from 0 to cap before I'm anywhere near comfortable boosting a character to cap, because I do agree with the argument that the leveling process is important. That's where I'm able to see and get a feel for that MMO world, soaking in the combat, the stories, and everything to prepare me for what awaits at level cap. And once I've achieved that, given a boost for free, I probably will boost an alt character. In games like Lotro, for example, where I have more than 10 characters near the level cap, the notion of making another go through all that content again is daunting, and I'd rather take a shortcut. And as a response to the argument about level cap boosts creating new level cap players that are clueless, I can understand that, which is why I would never recommend using a boost in an MMORPG that you are just starting to play. I don't want to tell you how you should spend your money though, but if you are trying to catch up to friends, it is your responsibility somewhat to do your homework in terms of learning the game and its mechanics if you intend to do group content after using the boost. Or else you're gonna have a hard time with the community, I think. So are level cap boosts necessary in today's MMORPG landscape? I'm going to have to say yes for a couple of reasons. The first being that with where we are today, there's a bunch of games out there that have been around for a very long time with tons of content to play through. And having a max level boost as an optional way for veteran players to bypass that is a convenient service that I think many players will appreciate if the service is monetized right. And that last point is pretty important too, because while having boosts are nice, some games do take the piss when it comes to pricing these boosts. And secondly, it's also a very situational thing that will largely depend on the type of game we're talking about. And to elaborate on this point, I'll be using The Elder Scrolls Online as an example. ESO is one of the big titles out there that do not offer max level boosts, even though there are XP and other similar boosts in the in-game cash shop. Since level cap boosts are a great way for these studios to make some money, why doesn't ZeniMax cash in on having one? The answer to that lies in the type of game that ESO is, considering its leveling and character progression. Having a boost in ESO will be detrimental to the players because there are many progression systems in the game that relies on players actually spending the time to play the game to be anywhere near effective for endgame group content. For example, the more you use a staff weapon and light armor, the higher your level or expertise with those two equipment becomes, allowing you to spend skill points and get active skills or passive boosts. By having and using a max level boost, you are severely gimping your ESO character, and you have to go back and grind the content and XP anyway to get these. Sure, the developers could probably add max level or expertise to weapons and gear progression trees as part of the level cap boost package, but that would not sit well with players at all, as it inches very closely to a pay-to-win discussion and bad PR, which any developer would want to avoid. And that's why other games that don't have these intricate character progression systems that benefit from leveling manually are able to introduce and monetize max level boosts without any severe repercussions, hence it's situational. So to recap, I think max level boosts are here to stay, and as a player, I do appreciate having the option to use one in games that I've played a lot for obvious convenience reasons. That's my 2 cents on the matter, and now it's your turn. Do you think that level cap boosts are necessary for MMORPGs, or are you strongly against it? And also, which games would you like to see have max level boosts introduced? As ever, share your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit the like button for more MMO discussion videos, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching. Hey, welcome to the end screen. If you've made it this far, it means you've watched the entire video, and I thank you very much for that. If you want to watch more videos, you can click the cards at the bottom here, anyone would do. And you can subscribe to my channel by hitting the big round button here to get notifications on all my latest videos. See you guys in the next video.